do believe my pants are on fire. Looks like my chair's on fire. I believe my table's on fire. Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Welding Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. Well, I got some fish plates laid out there. It looks cattywampus in the camera, but it's really not. It's 4 inches all the way, everything, but it looks fatter on this end for some reason in the camera. But I look fatter on the end too when I'm in front of the camera. Boy, that 3/8, what, 2x3 piece. Pretty heavy for a little old fat feller like me. I had gone in and went to bed. I'd gone to bed. And all I could do was lay there and think about how much welding needs to be done on that chassis. So, here I am. Let's see. This thing is fired up and running good. And yes, guys, I had a belt on it. Didn't show up in the video. I had run it for a little bit without the belt. But I had 20 minutes of footage of this thing running, and that all wound up on the cutting room floor. But even without the belt, it was taking a long time to get warm. Let's see, it got up to 160 after about 20 minutes. I don't know if it's ever going to get to 180. I mean, it would in a pull or something with a load on it. But yeah, today is going to be a welding day.
Here's one called To Win Everywhere. Have the same problem that the original had, especially for very explicitly. I'm not dealing with intuitive people here. Well, yeah. I'm not dealing with people who can.
Man, that was a chore. I'm a well all around the outside anyway. It ain't going nowhere. Here you go, guys. What do you think? I think that looks pretty honking right there. Yep, I sure do. Alright. Gonna be plated inside now. This frame is all welded up. I spent several hours welding the frame before we even had this. It's all welded up solid. All through here and on the inside and up on the inside up here, down through here and around. It's all welded up. Really good, but I'm still gonna put these plates on the outside and on the inside of all four corners. I've got 4 of these and I've got 4 cantilevers for the back. It's where I've keep the frame back up in the rear. Inside and out, also back there. Why? I think that'll stay till the cows come home. You know, I am just pleased as Punch Humphrey with how those fish plates turned out. I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. And I think I'm gonna work. I believe my table's on fire. Huh. I have to get you guys far enough back that the sparks don't hit the lens of my camera. I ruined the camera one time because I said I picked all you guys up and set you up on my welding table. Every last one of you. And yeah, I ruined the camera like that one time. My old friend, Rat Rod Bob, you know, we share the same last name. We didn't discover any place where we could be related or anything, but he's all the way down there in Mississippi, and I'm up here in the Pacific Northwest. But yeah, anyway, we call each other cuz, you know, hey cuz. And I've got, I don't know, at first I thought I needed to argue a little point with him, but then when I thought it over, I believe he's right. He says, he claims, he's made this claim, and he's publicly announced this. He's made this claim publicly on YouTube for all the world to see. He says, my subscribers are the best subscribers in the world. Well, for a minute, boy, I reared back and got all puffed up, and I was ready to argue with him about that. No. Well, then I realized that his subscribers are also my subscribers. So I agree with you, Cousin Bob. Your subscribers are the best in the world, man. Going to compensate for a little distortion there. Learned about welding distortion in high school. Boy, that was a long time ago. I'll get you in frame there. Sometimes on these I ran a second bead, even burn her in a little deeper. I've been sitting out here contemplating things this morning. What to do next on the Dirty Dozen. Got all those plates welded on, and well, I soaked down those U-bolts on the rear end, on the rear axle there. So they'll come loose, I think, and I need to take those overloads off, but I think I'm going to wait on that and see if I need to change the pinion angle on that rear axle any. If I need to, I can put some little wedges in there and tip it one way or the other. So I'll have to get the engine mounted in there first to find out about that. So I may as well do that all at one time and just wait to deal with the overloads at that point. So then another thing I was going to do is my grandson Noah's going to come up here tomorrow and help me with some property maintenance here. You see the wind, we had a lot of wind yesterday. Man, it was nasty, blowing all this smoke around in the valley. It blew a big limb out of that tree out there, so we've got to clean that up and some other things. And I was thinking about having him scraping on that frame. There's some places on the front, on the front suspension there that needs to be cleaned up, and then also back on the rear spring shackles, the place where the pressure washer wouldn't quite get in there. I need to get all that grease and stuff off there and get it cleaned up because I'm going to paint that frame. Did Waylon say paint? Oh no! Such a deal. Anyway, yeah. But he's not going to be able to come up till tomorrow afternoon after school. Virtual school. Feel bad for the kids who can't go to school, you know. I was talking to him about it. And he's kind of sad, you know, because it's his first year of high school and he can't go be with his friends. And man, high school is probably the best years of your life, you know. It was mine, pretty much. No, I don't know about that. But anyway, it's a big deal, you know, and I feel bad for the kids that can't go be with their friends and have that experience. So, anyway, he can't be here till tomorrow afternoon, and, well, I can't wait. I just can't wait. So, I'm going to have to get that frame out of there, that chassis out, and bring in that cab. I'm going to hang that cab in there and do some work on it. And, yeah, I've got some repairs to make on it. One corner's kind of messed up there where I need to mount it, so I'm going to see if I can straighten that up and maybe do a little bit of body work on it. I might do some rust repair while it's easy to roll it around, lay it on its side, cut the bottom of that door off, whatever. I can take the door off to do that, whatever, but I'm going to check it out and get it cleaned up, and because that'll be the next step, is to set that cab down there and build some cab mounts on the frame. And the next step is set the engine in there and build some engine mounts. And then I'll build some cross members wherever they turn out to be. See, I'm thinking way too far down the road. But yeah, I just built it in my head as a goal, you know. I don't know, it seems to work out in the end. But anyway, if you guys want to hang around while I'm doing all this stuff, well, you're welcome, you know. Alright, let's do something. This is the shortest song in the world. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to push this thing out, and it won't be the last time. It's going to be in and out a few more times. Once I get the cab and the engine set in place, my motor mounts welded in and my cab mounts welded in and all that, I'll still have to blow it apart one more time at least. But that's okay. I don't mind. probably start with the worst. The worst first. Don't you reckon? Start with the worst first. And the worst would be that door right there. And I know you've never heard Waylon say this before, but I think I'm going to repair that rust. Well, it's not like I have to paint it or anything. Yeah, we can do that. I believe I'll start right there with that door. That's probably the worst thing, and then, you know, it'll be downhill from there on, won't it? Well, you know what? That rocker under the door is not rusted out. But the door's rusted out. All across the bottom on the outside and across the bottom on the inside, and the whole bottom is gone. And there's some holes up here. I'm not too worried about that. I'll rust treat it, and I'm going to put some door panels on there. Anyway, that's another story. Wait till you see what I got for door panels. Bingo was his name. This is a wing tank. And there's Bernice on there. She's out of gas. She's hitchhiking. But my friend Chevaholic has a belly tank and they're wider. So he's built himself a belly tank racer. And man, you ought to check it out. That thing is cool. Flathead V8 sounds good. He's been out ripping around in it a little bit. Go check him out, Chevaholic. Good stuff. And yes, Chevaholic, I had the AC on in my shop today. It's supposed to be 95 again tomorrow. But here's the deal. Got Noah up here yesterday. I had him come up and mow the lawn, but that was just an excuse. Because he hadn't driven this hoopy in a month and a half. This thing been tore down, and he was needing a hoopy fix, and I was needing a hoopy fix. So he came up and we ripped around it a little bit. And I had the shocks laying here in the back seat like a dummy. Like the dummy I am, for that chassis, the new ones. And ripping around, a couple of them slid out, and I think I know where they're at, so it's cooled off now. Let's go down the canyon and see if we can find them. Yonk too! Boy, that must have been some wreck. There's one. So I got the inside panel done, and it's got, of course, there'll be a piece in here to stiffen this up, a piece on the inside, that bottom piece, but yeah, that's nice and solid, and there's a piece that runs across here that makes, and there was one in there, so I put a new one in, Door panels. There's gonna be door panel cover all this to about there and up to about there. Yeah. And then all the way down here. And where did you see my door panel material? It's on its way. Well, a sample is on its way. I haven't ordered the whole thing yet. But, oh, you're gonna like it. Well, I like it. I hope you like it. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's got the compound curve. Compounds this way, compounds this way. Well, I've got a strip underneath this to support that, and that is, well, that's smooth as a baby's butt right there. So I've got to put my strip in on the bottom and weld this to the good metal on the other side, the other good metal, and that'll stiffen that up, and I think that will be good enough for the girls we go out with. Don't you? Okay guys, that's going to be it for this time. Hey, did you notice the new bling bling for the V12? Check it out. Now, if you followed it on Instagram, you'd already know all about that. You get a little behind the scenes preview, you know, a little sneak peek of what's coming up. You can follow along at Welding Wire on Instagram if you want to. Look what I got here. I have a treasure here. You just don't see one of these every day. I'm so unfamiliar with them that I don't really know how to operate it, but I think I've about got it open here. I got a 2-page handwritten letter. Comes all the way from Amarillo, Texas, from Jeff Shipley. And I tried to call you, Jeff. The numbers I got, and it's busy all day long and half the night. I just wanted to say thanks for the nice letter. What he explained to me was, this reservoir here, can you see this reservoir? Yeah, it's still in frame. What they did was, when these were used for irrigation pumps out in the field, they took the bottom hose off and they put a cooling coil in there. Probably a big, I don't know what kind of pipe. It wouldn't have to be copper unless you're making moonshine, I guess. But then they hooked the water source to the irrigation pump that this thing's running, and they pump that cool water through the coil all the time, and that's what cools this engine. That's why I don't need a radiator. I mean, essentially, the cooling coil is a radiator, I suppose, but not the conventional kind that we're used to. But anyway, that was some pretty cool information, Jeff, and thank you for that. And, he went on to talk about, you know, all the pumps that he took care of and when he was a kid and kept them all running and everything. He said he's down there in Texas. The only thing that resembles a tree is a highline pole. You know, he said it's so flat that you can watch your dog run away for 3 days. Boy, that's flat. Well, if you all ain't got nothing better to do, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing, not a thin dime. It would help me quite a bit, you know. So, if you wouldn't mind. I guess that's about it. Thanks for coming by. I just wanted to say one more thing, I guess. I sure do appreciate you.